A very warm good afternoon and welcome. We are here in Punjab as we await the fate of the final remaining active group in the qualifiers for the final round of Santosh Trophy. We have two sides going ahead, those in absolute need of these 3 points today on offer. Both these sides are off to a terrible start. They need to turn their fortunes around because a defeat here might mean the end of the road for them. Both sets of players taking it to the pitch. We win through fair play. Wiser words have never been said. The motive of the game to play it in the fairest spirit as these sides look to turn around their fortunes. Who will emerge victorious? It is Haryana taking on Chandigarh at the Bibi Ratni Sports Stadium, Amritsar, in the Group B of 78th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy. For the players getting to know the dignitaries, it is a huge occasion for them, given that their first games were nothing short of nightmares. They will be looking to turn their fortunes around. Haryana and Chandigarh both at the receiving end of thumping defeats. This is the match number 4 of Group B, the final remaining active group in the qualifiers. Let me tell you, the turnaround is very short in this tournament. So you have to delete the previous result immediately and get back on the track for the next game. We have the match officials for you: Anil Gulia, the match referee Sukanta Debnath, Mrunal Sarkar will be on the touchlines, and Bhagavan Sundar GS will be the fourth official. Chandigarh side in navy blue. Some serious grims there on their faces. They know the pressure that is on them. Mohammad Salim Patan will be the match commissioner. Awaiting the skippers. There you see the number 19, the centre back Vikas of Haryana in orange, ready to join his counterpart Randeep in the middle of the pitch. Will be a fairly easy decision. The kickoff for the side. Myself, Pranav Venkatesh, bringing all the live action to you as we're just moments away from the kickoff. But before that, we will see how things stand in Group B. Chandigarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, and Haryana pitted against each other. Delhi comfortably on top of the group after a couple of match days. But this is how Haryana line up. A lot of changes. Himanshu coming into the goal ahead of Devender. Pavan and Rohit will come into the team as well alongside the skipper Vikash and Vijay Kumar in defense. It looks like it is going to be a back five with Nitish Chikara added as well. Dhruv Pandya and Sachin retain their spots in the middle of the field. Ankit, Raghav Gupta are joined by Hitesh Kadian, who makes his first appearance of the tournament in the forward line. It could either be a 3-4-3 or a 5-3-2, we never know. And this is how Chandigarh line up. Sanjeev Kumar Maria brings Manveer into the fray. The defense looks like a three at the back. Lovepreet, Vishal, and Gurvinder keeping their spots. Quite a number of changes in midfield. The skipper Randeep is assisted by Satvik, Elan Singh, and Jatin Yadav, who make their first appearances of the tournament. Alvin David, Sunny Dahia, and Krishna Pandit all retain their spots in the forward line. So both sides look up like for a three-man back, which leads to so many starters from the for the first game dropping to the bench. Sachin, Ashish, Veer, Anuj, and Aryan for Haryana, and Chandigarh have dropped Vinay, Divij, and Sandeep, and Gurtej Veer to the bench as well. We will see them in action at some point of time. But this is how the group stands. Delhi, as things stand, are in a driver's seat in the fight for the final. Uttarakhand beaten thoroughly in the morning. Haryana and Chandigarh have lost very badly in their opening games. Can they come on top this time around to keep their faint chances of qualification alive? We will find out very soon. Awaiting the final go ahead from the referee before these two sides go at each other at full tilt. And we are underway in Amritsar. Kicking off from left to right of your screen and attacking in all blue are Chandigarh. And attacking from right to left of your screen in orange and black are Haryana. Early foray down the left. Krishna Pandit trying to stretch his legs early on. Quite a number of fans in the afternoon sun. Behind the goals, you could see there. Eager to see what transpires in this fixture when neither of the sides are at their best. Haryana playing out from the back slowly. Well, the formation on paper does look like both sides are going for three at the back. It will only be clear if we see how they build up. There is Manveer, the number 22, in goal for the first time. A long punt forward. Has to be easy work for Vijay Kumar. The defender wins a throw in. Well, that is some slack. Defensive work. Getting his pocket picked and conceding a free kick early on in the game. Trying to claim his innocence. The number 15 Rohit there. But he concedes a cheap free kick, you have to say for sure. Chandigarh will fancy their chances. Krishna Pandit inviting contact, going down gracefully. Earning a threatening set piece for his side. Inside the opening 100 seconds. Well, to your shock, it is the skipper Randeep standing over this one. He needs to be a source of inspiration for them. Leading from the front. Can he open the scoring with a delicious cross? There are centre backs, mind you, in the middle. There goes the attempted delivery towards the goal, and it almost sneaked into the net there. Himanshu was worried. He was running at full tilt. He only realized that was going to dart wide. Warning fire there. Warning sign. Ankit trying his best to keep the ball in. Does succeed in it. A lovely ball down the left flank. Ankit is on it again. Up against the full back, but the flag goes up to his dismay. I don't think he's satisfied with it. Hitesh Kadian, the number 10, playing as the striker. Ankit started the previous game on the right-hand side, but now he is deputized on that left wing. The centre-back's just doing enough, giving a chance for Himanshu to claim it. Sachin getting the overlapping run, but he fires an excellent delivery, but once more, the flag goes up. Haryana struggling to keep the runs. Couple of good ideas from Haryana's defense and midfield, picking the balls over the top, finding spaces and men as well. But the timing of the runs are just awful. And Chandigarh once again naively give the ball back to them. Good temperament there from Sachin. Allows Ankit to come into the fray once more. Here they are on that left hand side. Physical ability. Gifting Chandigarh with the ball. There is a fast break. An excellent ball through the lines. The keeper comes out and saves the day. What a fine intervention that is from Himanshu. Comes out of the blocks, leans into the challenge with his legs. He was very fortunate to get all of the ball and none of the man. That is a splitting through ball from the forward for Chandigarh. Sent his winger clean through on goal, but the goalkeeper very decisively making that Rashid save there. Well, this is the era of the sweeper keeper in modern day football. We rarely see keepers sticking onto the goal lines and waiting for the forwards to come to them and take the shot. Their first instinct in this day and age will always be to sweep out, to narrow the angle, to pressurize the forwards. And that is what Himanshu has done. Coming into the side for Devender, his first big call of the day, and he has done excellently well to justify his spot. Can he keep on doing so? Haryana on the right side again. Trying to send it towards the middle. Ankit does send the header goal bound. But Manveer makes a routine save there. It wasn't threatening him. You can see the ideas are clear. They're trying to fire long balls towards their forwards. The front three switching positions. Looks like an arm was used, but the referee lets it go. Well, it did look obvious from here, and the players were quickly onto it as well. Well, that was a very lucky escape, you have to say, for Haryana, but it didn't count in the end as they got caught offside once more. Giving the possession straight to the opposition. Chandigarh have to do better than that while playing out from the back. It is that man again, causing troubles in his defensive half and in his offensive half as well. Well, he went a bit high to his advantage. He got doubled up. That is a poor giveaway, but Chandigarh aren't able to take any advantage out of it. The biggest chance of the game thus far has come for Chandigarh on the break, while that excellent through ball was played. The skipper winning possession for his side. Back all the way to Manveer. Well, this is not yet clear as to how the teams are playing. The tactical blueprint is there, but formation-wise, still quite a lot of chaos going on. The randomness is still there. They still haven't fully settled into their shape, we must say. The skipper's long ball turns out to be a routine claim for Himanshu. Pressure coming from Ailan Singh. Well escaped by the number 12 there, Dhrumil Pandya. And Sachin, the pivot in the middle of the park, pulling strings already. Haryana, the fullback, gets away and sends a dangerous ball through. Here is the number 10. Well, tries to do too much on his own. The first touch was fine, but tried to take it past the defender, and Hitesh Kadian runs out of room eventually. That is a fine there. And now there is some drama going on the right hand side. But once again, Himanshu. So many long balls coming towards him. He has to be on his toes all day long. Pawan under pressure, showcasing his ball retention skills. Played down the field for Ankit once more. He's enjoying this early on, running, twisting and turning inside and outside, but is met with a very good tackle from Lovepreet. Well, that was actually Gurvinder who came to his aid. Lovepreet was looking a bit lost against Ankit. That is the advantage of a three-man back, isn't it? When one defender is facing with difficulties, the other partner can come and sweep. Here's a good chance in the box. Hitesh Khadian had that coming his way, but he couldn't find it anywhere near target. There goes another cross. A bit under pressure, but Manveer makes the save. A lot of height on it and distance as well, but the ball will go straight to Haryana. You cannot pick a favorite based on the first 10 minutes. Both these sides showcasing their strengths and weaknesses as well, along with a couple of chances created here and there. Well, this time the flag does stay down. Hitesh with an expansive pass excellently towards Raghav, who fires the cross in. Much needed header, but it's not away completely. Ankit's cutback goes straight to the defense. He should have found an orange shirt there. Another long ball down the line. Vijay Kumar forced to defend it. Will be happy to concede a throw. Vikas, the skipper, from his lanky body frame, you do not expect him to be the most agile person on the field, do you? But yet here he is with the skills and turns. The final pass ultimately falling short though. The technical security in the midfield has been bright for Haryana, but it is a matter of sustaining it for 90 minutes. Dhruv Mill and Sachin in the engine room working together well, but here is another out ball to Ankit. Tries to nutmeg and goes past the defender, wins a free kick for his side. Vishal, the guilty party, gets nutmegged and brings the man down. The officials of Punjab football with a keen eye. Well, for the hosts, it has not been a rosy qualifying tournament. Punjab knocked out of the group stages for the second successive season. It is going to be disappointing, but they are here to constantly learn, to see how the other teams are playing and take away any positives and apply it to their side. But for now, we are back with a free kick for Haryana. It is Pawan standing on it. Will he go for goal? There is an effort fizzed. Needs a header on the end of it, but gets a parry from the goalkeeper as it sets Chandigarh down the flank. Krishna Pandit holds it excellently, but the knock and run past the defender fails to materialize. Himanshu on this occasion, way to come. You expected him to come out there, didn't you? As was hit a bit short. Randeep, the skipper, wants to slow things down. Chandigarh's first priority is the long ball down the flanks. But I think they should be better than this. Try to pass it around slowly. The skipper will hold the keys there. Alongside Alan Singh, the number 10. He is an agile and talented midfielder with an eye for pass. He has to get involved more on the ball. Pawan's free kick earlier, causing a lot of chaos in the Chandigarh box, but unable to crack it open. Well, that is the advantage of this system, isn't it? The wing backs have a lot of freedom to roam and inspect, but here he is, Raghav. His cross meets the first man, fails to get it past him. Haryana taking a choke hold of possession, keeping a lot of the ball. The lack of pressure as well. Chandigarh happy to just sit back. But when it comes in numbers. Alan Singh's good pressing gets the shot away. That was curling outward from the minute he hit it. Well, Vijay Kumar. That was Sachin getting dispossessed there, apologizing to his teammates immediately. We were just speaking of Alan Singh, the number 10. He can shoot better than that on his favorite left foot. The technique was all wrong on that occasion. Tried to curl it towards the goal, but ended up setting its trajectory from outside of it. Here is the skipper Vikas. Brings the right back into play. Nitesh now. Needed a better touch. That was a lovely find. Hitesh was flying in. It was very difficult to bring it under control. A bit of room in the middle of the park, but it was very quickly closed down by Sachin. Satvik looking for options. Intercepted by Pawan. The left wing back reading the room excellently. Here is Hitesh. His link up is better than what we have seen in the previous game from Haryana, certainly. Has started well. Can he keep on going? Another lovely cross. It's turned towards goal, but it finishes just outside of the post. This is good momentum from Haryana. Too much space on the right flank. Sends the cross into a dangerous area. Hitesh is attacking it once more, but he could neither find a man nor the back of the net. Should have met the ball better. Just caressed it on its path towards the kick, towards the ball out there. Haryana creating danger from wide regions. Chhattisgarh need to be careful. Sunny Dahia could not get on the ball there. Sachin to Pawan. That left triangle is creating a lot of good movements for Haryana. Another excellent switch from left to right in a jiffy. Raghav going past men. His target was certainly Hitesh there, but there is still chance. Sachin lets one fly, wins a throw in for his side. Haryana knocking on the door vigorously, a bit eager to open the scoring. They were very poor in that opener against Uttarakhand. They have certainly tightened the screws. You can see from the raft of changes they made. Two in defense, well, three in defense, you have to say. Sacrificing a couple of midfielders, bringing a new attacker, and a change in goal. With the added stability at the back, it is becoming easier for the midfield to assert their dominance. What it has particularly done is give the skipper Vikas a free role in the middle. The number 19 played the previous game as a centre back, but right now he's acting in that quarterback role in the middle of the pitch. Nitesh finds Pawan. That is another excellent pass into the skipper, who gets the ball back luckily and punts it straight out of play. Not the best couple of passes. He had another pop at it after a poor first pass, and the second one was even a bit poorer. Sachin started displaying his technical ability well, but since his pocket was picked, he's looking a bit underconfident. It's about keeping your head in the game at the moment. Another expansive pass towards the right flank. Winning a throw for his side is the number 6 Sachin. Alan Singh, the highly rated player into the side, courtesy of a change in the engine room. Will be eager to turn it around. Sathwik under no pressure. Well, this is where they have to show their improvement, but it is not coming at the moment as Chandigarh keep on giving the ball away. It doesn't hurt them to hold on to the ball and find a couple of forward looking passes, but simply due to Haryana's high press and closing down of the passing lanes, it is not easy for them. Forced to go long once more. Alvin David showing some good link up play and he brings in Aylan into the fray. On the right hand side has Krishna in support. Number 17 fires the cross. It is a decent volley but not on target. Good move from Chhattisgarh. Alvin David showcasing his link up, bringing in Aylan Singh. Krishna arriving in his support and sending the cross, only for it to be hammered high and wide. Not an easy opportunity to keep that grounded, but he did his best. Good to see both the sides firmly in the game yet not giving up control of it as we approach the end of the first quarter. Haryana will stake the claim. They've had better opportunities, but do not take Chandigarh out as well. Remember, they had a clean 1v1 saved, courtesy of a very fine sweeping tackle from Himanshu. And this volley is the second time they've come the closest. Trying to find the number 7, Ankit. Randeep's header will go straight to the opposition. Haryana are winning quite a lot of second balls. But this time Ankit wins the flick on. The second balls are certainly going their way. It has to be said. With physicality and with reading of the game, you can win the duels in the first place. But it is the street smartness and the persistent approach that will help you in winning second balls and taking better control of the game. Advantage played in Chandigarh's favor. Can they truly take it though is the question. Pawan foul there, wins a free kick. A constant presence on that left flank, running up and down, shifting between attack and defense. Punted down the ground. A running race and Raghav is looking likely to win, but a good sweep from Gurvinder. Centre back fairly slides into the ground and wins the ball. Well, concedes a throw in though. Long throw in coming towards the box. Cross on the turn. Ankit was rooted at the back post. It will not come his way. Chandigarh, can they break positively? Here is Krishna. A lot of orange shirts in position already to foil him. Trying to go around. Vishal finds Krishna Pandit. There are runs coming. He will go back. And the pass out wide towards the right flank is a poor one. Vishal expected it. Both sides firmly in the game, but is this where the intensity will fizzle out a little bit as we approach the half an hour mark? Under no pressure, that is one of the worst passes of the game for sure. Gives it straight to Aylan, bringing Alvin David into play. Flicked, and it is going to be a free kick. Dhrumil Pandya catching Aylan. Well, he's trying to claim his innocence, but it is going to be the first booking of the day. Quite innocuously, there was a slide, he cannot deny it, and he did catch the man. Easy decision for the referee. Well, I think he's quite a bit lucky because had he caught the man a bit higher towards the knee, it should have been a straight sending off. But as it stands, Ailan Singh is in a bit of pain and is receiving treatment. Clever play from Ailan, you have to say. Just knocked the ball away. He knows that the tackle was coming. Invites the contact, wins the free kick. Make sure that his name is taken on the book, the number 12 of Haryana. A four-man wall for Haryana. Chandigarh skipper Randeep wanting it. Can he pop up one free kick to the roof of the net? Here he is, fires it. Almost there. Himanshu at full dive, maybe had it covered, but a very good effort from Randeep. Full of power. No curl, no curve whatsoever, just pumping it through with his dangerous right foot. Attempting to keep the ball in play. It does favor him as it takes a touch of the opposition. Rohit. Haven't seen much of him. Most of the attacks for Haryana have come from the left flank. The final ball has come in from the right, but the build-up play is more focused on the left-hand side. And hence why we are seeing a bit more of power on that left flank. Satvik, the deepest midfielder for Chandigarh. Here is Lavpreet. Looking devoid of ideas, tries to go sideways quite often. Meanwhile, that looks like a fine switch, but it was just a bit too high for the winger as he tried to keep it in. Hitesh gets on the end of it. Is met with some resistance. Now Raghav's cross swept away. Raghav Gupta on that right hand side with some fine crosses. Cutting in, using his left foot, using his right foot to send in crosses as well. The skipper tries to send it. Here is an ambitious volley. No clean connection there from Ankit. Took his eyes off the ball perhaps. But there is a long ranger from Pawan. That will not be hurting the goalkeeper. A wasted opportunity. The ball came out, was sitting up nicely for him. Put too much power on it. The ball was rising and not quite near the target. The ball pinched away by the pivot. Dhruv Milan Sachin once more. And now here is Ankit. Again, another glorious opportunity for him wasted. Well, Ankit is the recipient of so many long balls from Haryana. Chested it right. It was sitting up nicely. The right-footed volley lost his bearings. That needed perhaps 3 goal posts to go in there. A word of advice from the skipper coming for the winger. Vikas getting into his ear. The skipper wanting him to choose, to pick his shots better. That will be the word certainly. You cannot keep shooting from random situations. The shots have to have a sense of purpose in them. As we take hold for a short cooling break. Slowly getting past the half an hour mark. This has been an improved showing from both the sides who have realized that defense first is the safest bet. In the opener, Haryana on the end of a 4-1 trashing from Uttarakhand. Skipper Vikas was the only one on target on that game, on that day, in the first match day. And the lesser said about their opponents for the day, Chandigarh, the better because they had a hiding at the same venue. Delhi put six past them without reply. So you can understand the natural defense first stands from the coaches. They have packed the field with a lot of central defenders and fullbacks and defensive minded midfielders. Might explain why we are still at nil-nil, a header towards the goal. Himanshu, the first one to it. Despite a lot of defensive players on the field, we have had some good opportunities, we have to say. Well, did the ball just kiss the skies there? So much height on it from the Himanshu's kick. Despite all the defensive players, we could have had at the least a single goal for either side because opportunities are coming here and there for both the sides, but it's about taking them, it's about finding those finishes. And Ankit will be the guilty party as he missed two golden glit edged opportunities. Satvik once more. A safe passer, never the one to take risks. Always trying to keep the possession ticking, bring his centre backs into play. Maybe they will fare better if the number 8 starts using his forward passing. Vikas releasing Ankit, who gets switched to the right. Hitesh leaves it, lets it flow. Very good dummy because Raghav was rushing onto it. Good defending from Chandigarh, not switching off. There is the skipper once more, trying to chop the defensive line. That is the tactical switch that has come in. Pawan releasing Raghav, who has switched to the left now. Sends the cross. Fetched by Ankit. Well, uses his skill to get past the man. Goes down in the box. No penalty, says the referee. Looked dubious, but it also looked like he was going down either ways. A hard tackle and an excellent tackle from Pawan, winning the ball back for his side. Raghav to Hitesh. Chopping onto his right. Well, generates pace. The run was there, but he fails to find. Here is Sachin's shot and an excellent finish. Sachin opens the scoring for his side. Haryana with the lead that was long overdue. And it all comes from an excellent tackle by Pawan, who is down injured at the moment. Sachin with an excellent finish, collecting the ball from Hitesh. No pressure on him, picked the spot. And Manveer's leading arm, not enough to get something on it. Haryana's lead, well deserved, you have to say. That has been coming. Well, it was a good move, but it all started from a crunching tackle by Pawan as Chandigarh were looking to break out. It has come at a cost. He is still down, not even joining his team in celebration. That is a sad sight, you have to say, because that tackle allowed Hitesh to get away. Well, I was just noting how Raghav made a fine run down the left and Hitesh ignored him, but it turned out for the best. as a simple square pass to Sachin was converted terrifically by the number 6. He's off the field for the moment. Haryana down to 10. Well, they say you're at your vulnerable worst when you concede. And right now, Haryana have a numerical disadvantage. Can Chandigarh take advantage of it? Krishna Pandit tries to curl it towards the middle. The goalkeeper misses it, claiming for a penalty, but there was contact between the striker and the call has gone against Chandigarh. Sunny Dahia and the goalkeeper going head on into each other. A very tough call. Well, has he got the ball though? A very, very tough call. Both sides have a case to it. They were genuinely going for the ball. Sunny Dahia and Himanshu. And they're not complaining either. Sunny looks like he has not gotten to the ball first. Still asking for the penalty. Claims coming from the sidelines. What will be it? The referee has initially called for a free kick for Haryana. The ball did fly though. Perhaps a strong arm from Himanshu rather than a header from Sunny, because the trajectory would have been different had he met it with his head. Only a punch would take the ball to such heights, giving Himanshu the advantage, and the contact from Sunny was just enough for the referee to blow it in Haryana's favour. Well, that was what we were telling. You're at your vulnerable situation when you concede, and Chandigarh almost capitalized on their man advantage and scored there, didn't they? Well, the result of this game will mean end of the road for another, but it will mean that the victor will stay in contention for the spot for the finals. They will be in mathematically, but it is going to be one of the steepest climbs, because they will take on Delhi. That is Haryana, if they go on and win this game, will be up against Delhi with a superior goal difference. So they have to win by 8 or 9 goals margin to swing it. Well, let me tell you, winning against Delhi is difficult, let alone winning by a lot of goal difference. It is going to be an uphill task for them. But there will be a chance if they can boost their scoring today. Can they put some 3 or more goals past Chandigarh? Or can Chandigarh find something and turn this game around? Good run coming from Krishna Pandit. He beats Pawan to it, who is back from an injury scare. Here is Pandit against Pawan. The left-footed delivery, lacking direction, goes towards the edge of the box, is cleared comfortably. Will come back in from Chandigarh once more. It is towards that right flank, going again and again, but too much was being asked of Vishal as the ball strays out for a goal kick. Flicked, the flag must go up, and it does go up. It looked offside from here. Hitesh, I don't know what he was doing in that offside position. He was offside by more than a mile there. Ankit back on the left again. Well, they are trying to catch out the opposition off guard. Ankit and Raghav switching between the left and right flanks, causing chaos. Elan Singh forced to go out of play. He is disappointed with himself as Nitesh cleanly shoves him off, shrugs him off. Now cheaply given away. Randeep for Chandigarh trying to find a way into the box. He cannot pierce that thick defensive line of Haryana. Vishal, couple of deflections later, wants a corner and gets one corner. One call that goes their way finally. They have been appealing for every duel, every 50-50. Something has come their way, hasn't it? Can they take advantage of this set piece? The skipper has to be the target man for them. But alas, he is the one taking it. They don't have a lot of height in the box, but let us see what he can find. There is the outswinging corner. Ball loose in the middle. Chance to have a pop at goal. Another block. Appeals for handball, but not quite from the players. This cross is hooked again as well. First corner of the day for Chandigarh, which has almost come to the rescue, we must say. Trying to keep the ball against all odds. Sustained possession for Chandigarh, but the jinx has hit them. He was a bit slow to pick up on it. Randeep hadn't realized that the ball was coming his way. Krishna Pandit often the out ball for Chandigarh on that right flank, cutting onto his left. Sending the crosses have been disappointing, you have to say. Failure to find the target. Alvin David, let me remind you, he is a very good target man striker. Despite his lean frame, he has a lot of strength and can bring the others into play. But he himself has to be brought into the play first. A bit more from Alvin is all what we ask for. A free kick for Chandigarh once again. Heading into the final 5 minutes of the half, including the injured time. Come towards the box. Another strong appeal for penalty. The referee standing his ground. Hitesh trying to spin past his opposition. Wins a free kick against Lavpreet. Well, it didn't look like much, and it is going to be a booking as well for Lavpreet. Good play that from Hitesh, but well, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was a yellow card challenge. On replay, just tells you why the ref had a better view. They're frustrated. They're claiming handballs and penalties for every contact in the box. Chandigarh are resorting to be demanding set pieces and wanting them instead of trying to creating opportunities. Play towards the left. Dhruv Mill heads it straight towards Chandigarh. Here is Alvin David. Well, that is what we wanted to see. He himself dropping deep. But the rare lapse of concentration gives the ball away. Lovepreet unchallenged fires a fine pass to Krishna Pandit. The number 17 finds the underlapping fullback. An opportunity to cross once more. Here is the skipper. Sends the ball towards the box. The goalkeeper comes out and makes the punch once again. Himanshu has had a fine and confident display in this first half. A lovely sweep early on in the half. And now these claims and punches. Raghav giving the ball away. Chandigarh ending the half on a high note. Can they add some gloss? One more cross towards the deep. This time Himanshu makes yet another fine save. Bit straight at him. Disappointment and anger in the Haryana camp as to how the crosses are coming towards them that easily. That was a very good effort. The inside of his foot was hit way too clean, a bit too clean for his own liking, as it was straight at Himanshu. Chandigarh playing their best football towards the end of the half. The half time coming at a wrong time for them. Alvin on the left now. Has some support in the middle. Finds a lovely pass to the number 14. Here he is once more. Alan. Alvin's cross this time. Headed out easily. 3 minutes will be the amount of added time. Drumel, a chance to get out of their area, which they have failed to do in a long time. Here is Ankit. Pokes and brings Sachin into play. That's a lovely through ball towards the box. Hitesh's shot was tame and is comfortably saved by the goalkeeper. Both teams going end to end very seamlessly. That one was lashed clear. Drumel and Sachin certainly the midfield pivot for Haryana. Highly impressive. Keeping the ball, opening the scoring as well. Sachin being one of them. A late reaction from the skipper Vikash. Didn't go down as soon as he was caught. He took a step and then tumbled towards the floor. Clever, you have to say. With his experience, with his age, he will certainly know what to do to see out the half. Because it is important for them to take this lead into the break. Chandigarh have been threatening in the final few minutes. This is all done to slow down the game a little bit and then relax themselves and see out the half. It will be even better if they manage to double their advantage, which is what this set piece gives them a chance to do. Needs a better delivery in the first place. Drew Mills' delivery had a header on the end of it, had to be rescued by Krishna Pandit. Ailan Singh with some excellent ball control, but he just runs out of room as the ball darts out. We have seen glimpses of their good attacking display. Ailan, Krishna Pandit in particular on that right flank. But they're unable to provide anything tangible for the side at the moment. The skipper bullies and wins the ball. But as is the story of the half, Chandigarh are unable to make anything better with it. The possession that is won with so much hard work is simply being wasted. Vishal finds the simple pass towards the captain. Here is Krishna Pandit with room to run. Well, he should have driven into the box. Don't know why he opted for the cross there. Had a lot of green. Why not enter the box and then ask a different question? Fire towards goal. Sunny Dahiya tried to poke it. Well, that is clearly the instruction. The coach upset with Krishna Pandit. There was no fullback in picture. There was not even a covering defender and a lot of green to enter. But Krishna Pandit, for some reason, tries to play the cross from outside the box instead of dribbling and getting into a dangerous area. And that will be the halftime whistle. Haryana do just enough to take the lead with them into the tunnel. Well, these 15 minutes will be highly important. Small tactical changes here and there can do a lot of change in this game, as it was done by the cooling break. A good finish from Sachin from outside the box, giving Haryana the deserved lead. They had huge opportunities squandered by Ankit first and Hitesh later. Chandigarh, meanwhile, with the best opportunity of the game early on, needing a very good sweeping save from Himanshu and a couple of interventions from him as well. But as things stand, it is Haryana that will finish the half with a goal to their name, courtesy of Sachin's strike in the 34th minute. Can they emerge victorious and stay alive in the tournament? We will find out after 15 minutes. The statistical reading will come your way, the stat attack, as I would like to call it. Well, I think possession would be pretty evenly split between these sides. The shots and shots on target might skew a little bit. And the last, here we are, 52% to 48. Haryana leading the shots in possession. But when it comes to shots and shots on target, pretty much similar stats, 4 for each side, 2 on target. Requiring saves, couple from the Haryana's keeper Himanshu. And I don't think the sweep he did outside the box would count as a save, but that is as good as saving a goal from a penalty, I would rather say. 3 fouls by Haryana, 6 by Chandigarh, and a booking apiece for both the sides. There is a lot to be played for in the second half. Which of these sides would realize this potential and win? We will find out shortly. Welcome back to the second half action. Couple of substitutions coming your way. Sunny Dahiyan, Ailan Singh leaving the field for Chandigarh in a desperate bid to shake up things. It is Rohit and Devish replacing them. Well, Devish started the previous game, whereas Rohit is making his second successive appearance off the bench. A desperate bid to stay alive in the tournament. Can this work wonders for Chandigarh?
सर बॉल कढ़ाती यार भाई भाई बॉल करती है
15 minutes of talk from the coach. He would have again reiterated the importance of this half if they want to stay alive in this tournament. And Haryana, in an attempt to stay alive and kicking with the lead to their name, attacking from left to right of your screen in orange and black with the lead. Attacking from right to left of your screen in all blue are Chandigarh. That is a fine spot towards the right in the opening 20 seconds. And he slips it into the box as well. There could be a finish at the end of it. But Rohit fires it wide. It does take a deflection of Himanshu. It goes down as a fine save. It looked destined for the bottom corner. And the goalkeeper of Haryana making a crucial save in the opening 30 seconds. Well, this is the sort of fire that has been missing. Have Chandigarh found their intensity? Nearly a very fruitful start for them right from the kickoff. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not the biggest fan of this keeper taking all the set pieces. There is one floated, and the header was all the way up before landing safely in Himanshu's pouched gloves. Third corner for Chandigarh. Well, he is a leader, I get it. He is tall. I think his height is best used when trying to attack those deliveries from someone else. Why take the set pieces yourselves and deprive your team of a key header in the middle of the box? That is some question that has to be asked. Maybe the coaching team sees it differently. Maybe they see him as the best crosser of the ball on the pitch. That is a compromise they're willing to make. Snatched away by the defense. Here is Divij to Alvin. That is given away under no pressure. Raghav gets his foot stamped. But the play will go on in Chandigarh's favour before the skipper of Haryana wins it for his side and releases Hitesh. Good defending there from Gurvinder. Haryana bringing the high press to the table. But Satvik, as he has been the deepest midfield player, you have to say, for Chandigarh. Quite a little bit of shirt pulling there. Krishna in the middle of the pit this time. Sends it towards the left. Jatin Yadav. We have seen very little of him in the first half. Was anonymous for most parts. But he is playing on the left-hand side now. And off the ball incident, the player has gone down in the box of Haryana. It is Rohit who has just come on as a half-time substitute. That is holding his calf perhaps. Well, it is not sure. Was it a coming together? Because that was completely off the ball. Or did he just hurt himself trying to make the run? Bumping into a defender perhaps. Chandigarh keeping possession alive. Gurvinder off the outside of his boot tries to curl one towards someone in the box. Himanshu with yet another crucial save early on in the second half. In a bid to keep his clean sheet, well, let us go through the scenarios of the group. Just after this attack, perhaps, Haryana quickly settling into shape once more as they deal comfortably with it. Ankit with a decent spin looks to get something from the referee, but he wasn't getting it. Krishna has support arriving, but he wins a throw in. Or the ball doesn't even go out there. This is better football. We're just wondering where did it all go in the first game week for both these sides, because they were very poor against strong Uttarakhand and Delhi outfits. Was it a lack of playing time? Was it a lack of practice? Because after just 90 minutes of trashing in the second game, this is such an improved performance from both the sides. The players hungry, showing it with their passing, showing it with their technique. Where did it all disappear in that first game is what we might ask ourselves. Or rather, the players have to ask themselves, how did we start so poor? Still searching for the ball. Kept alive on the center line, but that is a poor pass which will allow Hitesh to run through. The number 10 has a fine chance to get it, but he balloons the effort. Well, completely strikes the wrong part of the ball. Scoops it instead of trying to hit it across as the ball balloons off his foot. Well, this is the final active group of this edition Santosh Trophy qualifying rounds for the finals. Well, for the unversed, we have 38 teams competing in the Santosh Trophy. 3 teams have already qualified to the finals that are going to be held in Hyderabad. The host Telangana, courtesy of their hosting rights, are in the finals directly, as well as Services and Goa, who have competed in the finals of the previous edition. There are 12 spots on offer in the final round. So to fill up the remaining 9 spots, the other 35 teams are competing in 8 groups of 4 teams each and a solitary group of 3 teams each. They play each other once in a single round robin format, and a team that finishes as the group winner will progress to the final, which means we will have 9 group winners join the finals. So you can imagine how tight the games will be, especially with games coming every alternate day. To win the group, you have to be on top of your game physically and mentally, and there should not be a dull moment. Both these sides have had terrible dull moments in the first game, which means a setback in the second will be curtains for them. The idea was right to find Divij down the left, but he wasn't simply ready to get the ball. Booking for the coach, perhaps. Well, he was running his mouth all game long. The fourth official bringing it to the referee's notice. And a rare booking for staff. Krishna spinning well to protect the ball. There goes another punt towards the middle. The centre backs of Haryana dealing with it comfortably. The ball just stray out of play. Well spotted by the linesman. So this group B had 4 teams that are in close proximity with each other, as was the theme throughout the group stages. Delhi, Uttarakhand, Haryana and Chandigarh. Delhi, one of the strongest teams in the history of the tournament, expectedly came as favourites into the group. Had trashed Chandigarh 6-0 in the first game. And in the morning game today, Delhi have gone on to beat Uttarakhand as well, courtesy of a 4-1 score line, which puts them in the driver's seat as we head into the final match day as the group winners. Well, that 4-1 defeat of Uttarakhand is the exact scoreline with which they have defeated Haryana in the first match day. Another fine cross from Randeep. Himanshu once again equal to it as he comes out and punches that. So both these sides have conceded 10 goals in the previous games, respectively. And hence, we can see the defense first approach in this game. Haryana have found the right mix between defense and offense. Chandigarh are trying to find that balance still. Here is a chance for Haryana to get out. Well, Vikas showing his skill on the ball. Raghav wins a throw in for his side. It is going to be another substitution. Ankit withdrawn for the number 8 Veer. And Hitesh Kadia to be replaced by Arun as well. Couple of substitutions apiece for both the sides now then. Just 10 minutes into the half. Haven't caught themselves in glory, have had their moments. Hitesh Kadia should have scored on a couple of occasions, and Ankit as well had better chances. Well, let me tell you the scenario of this game. Winner will stay alive heading into the final game of the tournament, but with their fate in no longer in their own hands. Foul committed by the skipper of Haryana there. If Haryana win, they go up against Delhi in the final match. The uphill task will be beat Delhi convincingly by some 3 or 4 goals to make sure that they progress as the group winners courtesy of goal difference. A Haryana win today would also mean that Chandigarh are out of the tournament and will be the first side to be eliminated in this group. And conversely, if Chandigarh do manage to get a result today, that is a win, it will mean that they have to win against Uttarakhand by a heavy margin, and Haryana should beat Delhi by also a heavy margin. If it is a draw, it is going to be instant elimination for both these sides. They know it because no matter what happens on the final match day, they will end up on a maximum of 4 points. Since Delhi are already on 6, it will put an E inside the braces alongside these sides' name. But as things stand, let me tell you that Haryana are looking like the favorites to take this win. Himanshu with yet another skyer has been putting a lot of height on those goal kicks. You can only imagine the force with which the ball is coming down. The players are trapping it. Good movement from the substitute Veer already. Poking it towards the middle for Manveer. The goalkeeper collects it off his own defender after deflection. Haryana met with some sterner resistance in the second half. Chandigarh showing some good promise, but they need something better than good promise. The first attack inside the opening 60 seconds almost yielded them an equalizer, but after that it has been all quiet. Nitesh, under a lot of pressure, manages to get the ball out somehow for his side. Now driving out from the back once more. Decent first touch. The ball does come back to him, but they cannot retain it. Quarter of an hour played in the second half. Time running out slowly for Chandigarh. Vikas with yet another excellent turn goes towards goal. Can he find the finish? The goalkeeper coming out. He squares it, and the defender makes a crucial block. Vikas is cross with himself. What a half a turn that was. Received the ball with his back and then completely spins the defender. Goes on the run with his excellent long strides. Well, I thought he should go for the finish, but he tried to square it selflessly. And defense of Chandigarh did have it covered. Well, they're looking to play on the break now, aren't they? Long throwing come in from Vishal. Headed by Alvin. Up in the air in the opposition box. The skippers lay off towards the right flank. So many blue shirts in the middle. Can they find one successfully? No is the answer. Haryana emerge the other way now. Rohit, the right wing back, very poorly gives the ball away, and Chandigarh with an excellent spot. Here is Krishna clean on goal, but the finish wanted lacking. That is the best chance for Krishna Pandit. A lovely header coming his way. All he had to do was put it on target. The number 17 couldn't believe it. Hitting the floor in sheer frustration. Well, that was the best chance for 1-1. It all came from Rohit making the run forward and losing the ball in a dangerous area. Lovely cushion header coming for Krishna, and the number 17 putting a lot of power on that finish. Very, very poor this. Chandigarh are having chances to equalize, but they're struggling to take it. And Haryana make them feel all the regret. Another header towards goal. Very tight angle. Arun had to flick it, had to just glance it past the goalkeeper. Manveer was never going to allow it at his near post. It was off target anyways. Two huge chances for Chandigarh. Both these chances better than what they had in the 45 minutes of the first half. Inside the opening 15 minutes, can they take more inspiration? Because they need goals and fast. Out slowly, gathering there this midweek to watch this clash. That is going fierce. Again, showing that added intensity. Krishna towards the number 11, Divish. Certain element of energy to his game, and that energy concedes, wins a foul, you have to say. Again, Randeep, the skipper, the favorite for the set piece, has had a dangerous delivery just before. You cannot rule him from going out for goal, but what does Randeep have in mind? Trying to lob it towards the box, headed clear. Raghav's clearance, Arun is there on it, trying to bring Dhruv Mill into play. Dhruv Mill there, beg your pardon. But Chandigarh will emerge with the ball. There is the substitute, sends the delivery. Logged and wins a throw in. The man goes down. Well, he has been taking quite a lot of blows. Pavan there on the left hand side. This time smacked, Bob smacked in the right in the face. Was a tackle in which he injured himself that led to the opener for Haryana. And it is now a crucial block from Rohit's cross that will take him out onto the sidelines for some treatment once again. Rohit with quite a deep run up. Does he have the fizz in his arms to find a successful throw in? Lot of distance towards the near post though. Rohit once more. Lobs it towards the box. Headed but off target from Divish with the substitutes during the halftime combining there to create half a chance for Chandigarh once more. Well, Chandigarh fans would surely be wondering what if the chance Krishna earlier had fallen to the number 9 Alvin David, a man well versed with the goal who finishes off those shots, a natural striker and a natural finisher, and not a winger. That question will remain persistent, but to erase it, we need to find another opening and another chance. Wasted opportunity for Haryana as we can see the simplest goal kick. It's trying to increase the urgency and intensity. Entering the final quarter, it has to be there the intensity, the fire, the desire to find the goal. Divish cannot fire a simple pass down the line, but very good cover coming in from Gurvinder. Captain losing out there. Randeep lucky to retain possession. Jatin Yadav. Well, it's almost looking like a free kick there, given the time he had in the center to pick his cross. Has too much on it and will go out for a goal kick. Why did the Haryana press back up on that occasion? They completely left Randeep unattended, and the skipper of Chandigarh thought he could just whip it in like a free kick. But to his surprise, put too much power on it. A wasted opportunity. Injury scare subsiding there for the sides as we enter the final quarter. Officially, the final 22 competitive minutes left for Chandigarh unless and until they do something out of the blue. There have been chances, but they have to convert it. It is high time. That is a lovely free kick towards that flank, cutting onto his right foot, gets the shot away. That was inches away from finding the bottom corner. Manveer was reeling and rolling on the ground. What a fine shot that is from the substitute. The bad bounce perhaps even worried Manveer. Could have flown past him. Now, this has to be the biggest chance. Divic is offside. And even if he was not, that is a poor finish. When you notice that the defense switched off like that, you should have certainly known that a flag was coming. Haryana, it appears that they aren't ready to face with the situation. Nitesh making it clear to the referee, but the flag did go up there. And what was that finish from Divish? Just imagine, had the flag stayed down and it was a fair and square chance, Divish would have wasted a golden opportunity and put it just wide. Himanshu finding Sachin in the middle of the park. He gives it away to Divish, tries to go around the fullback. And that was unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary from Rohit. A flailing arm onto Divish, conceding a free kick and getting himself booked. He won the race there. There was absolutely no need to do that. Divish was outside trying to recover. The skipper trying to get an explanation from the referee, but it will be pretty straightforward. Unnecessary booking. Rohit, Sandeep. It is safe to say he has had a lot of opportunities to make the difference with set pieces. The captain should be held accountable at some point. He has to find one good delivery in that could make the difference today. Can he do it with this free kick? Too much power on it. Begs the clearance from the defense. Chandigarh will keep it in. Recycle to Randeep once more. Met in the middle by an orange shirt. Jatin here. He gets dispossessed, but it did look foul, and it is indeed a foul. With Chandigarh take it quickly. Krishna on his right foot with a lovely find. There is Rohit. Tries to send it on the ground, and Himanshu is in the right place at the right time once more. This is an excellent display of goalkeeping from the number 21 of Haryana. Well, let me remind you, he was not in the game, but just a minute. This is some fine run from the skipper of Haryana, but he could not find the cross into the middle. Puts too much pace behind it. Vikas in a free roll this game was stuck at centre back, but this time he is free roaming the pitch. Well, let me remind you, Himanshu started the previous encounter against Uttarakhand on bench. It was Devender, the number one in goal for them. Would it have been a different scenario had this custodian, had the number 21 started this game, started that game perhaps? Sathwik, couple of touches and a pass to his centre back. He's not known for his stylish passing and the most forward thinking of passing. Gurvinder passes it straight to Raghav. Here is Arun. And strays out of play. Well, he was facing the full back. Beg your pardon, he was facing his marker. Didn't know another way to go past him. Just puts it right out of play. Final cooling break of the day. Remember, it was after the cooling break that the goal came for Haryana. Quite a lot of times, the game shifts in direction, in trajectory after this cooling breaks. It acts like a mini halftime where you get 1 minute tactics from the coach. A lot of passionate explaining from Chandigarh's coach trying to make a difference. Om Prakash Chibar more relaxed in his stride, just wanting the players to stay positive and keep doing the same. Vijay Kumar and Arun in deep discussion and a couple of substitutions coming our way. Gurtej Beer entering the fray as Jatin Yadav and Alvin David are withdrawn. Sandeep and Gurtej Beer onto the field now. Alvin David showed his link up on a couple of occasions, and Jatin Yadav, who came into the side, had a game to forget this time around. Nothing of note from him. And now Randeep on the ball with the throw in as well. He's doing everything at this minute. It would be fitting if he is the man to find the equalizer. Divij trying to go around the fullback. Skipper again, skipper. Vikas. Raghav finds Arun inch perfectly. Sachin in the middle. Plays a lovely pass towards the left flank. Couple of orange shirts. Arun has to be there. Manveer spills it and catches it. The second time of asking. Good goalkeeping. Unflinched. The ball went away, yes, but he was on hand to recover from it fastly. Quarter of an hour remaining. Still, we do not know what is going to happen in this game and group. Haryana looking like the favorites, but Chandigarh are not quite behind them. They can change the game in a matter of a second if they can find the right final pass and finish. Pump towards the front. Sandeep wins a free kick for his side. A lot of tactical instructions being passed on by the coaches to the players. Every minute they're right in their ears. Can any of this tactical noise make any difference? Sent towards the box of Haryana. Krishna Pandit does find Divish. Well, for a minute, it sat nicely for Divish, but he could not find the shot away. With the defense of Chandigarh once more. Gurvinder. Lovepreet on a yellow card with the outside of his foot does find Krishna. Offers himself in support. That is a fine duel. Striker versus centre back in the wrong area of pitch. And this clearance wasted maximum time for Haryana. They are in the phase of where anywhere can do. I don't think this is going to help them out because let me remind you, goal difference has to be on their agendas if they are to win. Because next game against Delhi, they will be required to put 4 or 5 past them to stand any chance of qualifying. So why not score 3 or 4 here and boost your chances? Sitting back will not help them. It would rather invite pressure from Chandigarh and bring them into the game. Divij to Krishna. Going on the outside this time. Against Rohit, who is already booked. So he has to be careful. Wins the tackle with aplomb. Raghav to Dhruv Milan. They're struggling to keep hold of the ball. Chandigarh enjoying better spells. Devesh goes down under pressure from Raghav. Wins a free kick. In a good position. Well, no need to second guess because it will be Randeep who will be licking his lips. 35 yards out, power will be the solution. Not curve, not finesse. He needs a pile driver from here to find the back of the net. Having a word with Krishna Pandit. They know the full might of his kicks and they take it street smart, allowing Gurvinder to fire one. Well, that is one of the poorest free kick routines I've ever seen. Yes, not the best position to go for a goal from, but why not put a cross in? That was absolutely wasted. I don't know how they trained for it on the practice grounds, but it didn't work out on the pitch at all. Gurvinder hooking it clear after all the fuss. It will still come their way. Here is Pavan, the fullback, Morading with pace. The cutback goes straight to the defense. Gurvinder on the ball once more. It is going to be a throw in. Pavan's dashing run wouldn't have counted. So near, yet so far for Chandigarh would be the story of the game. They have had good chances, they have had great chances, but struggling to take them. And when they do put it on target in Himanshu, they are meeting more than a match. The goalkeeper, the number 21 of Haryana, absolutely in inspired form to protect his clean sheet, which will probably give him a chance to start the next game as the undisputed number one of this side. Vishal goes long, but presents it straight to the opposition. Look like a foul, and it is a foul, certainly. A bit silly, not what they envisioned heading into the final 10 minutes, giving away cheap fouls like that. Haryana will take it, any sort of contact. They will hit the ground happily and spend a couple of minutes reeling, perhaps, to get some sympathy from the referee as we head towards the injury time. Drumel. Sachin sends it towards the middle. The skipper is the favorite. He does get there, but the ball runs out of room for a goal kick. Well, I didn't expect to see Manveer there. Try to put the captain of Haryana under pressure. Hit towards the left flank. Divish cannot get the better of Raghav. Will win a throw in though. They're coming on at half time. They have combined once or twice. But can this be their best movement? Divich cross. The goalkeeper Himanshu spills it. But he reacts the fastest and kicks it clear. Well, he is smelling that clean sheet. And why would he do anything to drop it though? Randeep loading numbers inside the box, but the cross, if it is as poor as that, it doesn't matter. Even if you put 100 blue shirts in the middle, you have to clear the first shirt at least. You have to clear the first man. Put some decent height on it. Put the defense into jeopardy. Lovepreet was looking nervous early on in the game with a yellow card to his name. It wasn't targeted that much in the second half. A knock on the head. He wins another free kick. The referee, for a moment, was tempted to go to his pocket. Ends up not opting it. Randeep Have lost count of the number of set pieces he has taken today, but he will be at the helm of one more. Anuj and Ashish making their way onto the pitch for Raghav Gupta. And surprisingly, Arun, who has come as a substitute in the 55th minute, he's only going to get half an hour of action there. Lot of height on it, but the defense comfortably getting it away. Haryana breaking away right now. Krishna Pandit had the biggest chance of the game. A right footed volley dropping nicely for him. Had to just put it on target because the goalkeeper was rushing out. No way he could have spread himself and made the save. There is the confirmation of the substitution. Anuj for Raghav Gupta, who has been widely impressive on both the flanks. The front three were fluid in the first half. He played on the left, played on the right. Fine header there. And Ashish on for Arun, who himself has come as a substitute in the 55th minute. So he has 30 minutes of action now. Getting away from challenges, dancing on. He finds the bottom corner. He cannot though. Very good save from Himanshu. And now it is still in play. Headed towards the orange shirts. A lovely run that was from Gurtej Beer. The Chandigarh number 18 coming on as a substitute. It was destined for a bottom corner, but Himanshu once again making a huge save to keep his side in the game. To help keep his side the lead, we have to say. Lavpreet knocks it forward. Left by the defender, deceives everyone, and Himanshu spills it. Here is an open net, but he was way too eager. Just pick your head up and find a teammate. That is very poor from Chandigarh. Well, I'd like to blame the defender there who let it go. This was the previous save Himanshu has made. A very good save to prevent a certain goal that was going towards the bottom corner. What a game he has had. The number 21 from Haryana. So many saves. An excellent sweeping clearance in the first half to deny a certain one-on-one, which could have resulted in a red had he got something of the man. And then again in the first half, in the second half early on, couple of saves. Now this is a chance. A man in the middle. He will square it for him. It should be 2-1 game over. Can he find the finish? No is the answer. Fear, the substitute. That looked a fairly simple finish, but he just lets it glaze across the face of the goal. Haryana cannot put the game to bed. There is still chance for Chandigarh to turn things around. Approaching the final 2 minutes of normal time. Chandigarh are committing everyone forward in a hope of finding something, leaving them vulnerable at the back. Haryana can hit with pace. Ashish squaring it for Veer, but the substitutes do not have the finish in the locker. Here is Vishal's throw, flicked on towards the goal. Haryana can reset in this space. Here is Randeep towards the right half space. Well read by the centre back. Sachin keeps it alive. Another player down for Haryana. Well, all smiles there in the camp. Maybe they know that it's just to run the clock down. Sachin, a contender for man of the match for sure, scored the winner, has been secure in the middle of the park, making those key tackles as well and spreading the ball around. He's happy getting up now after winning the free kick. Now again, couple of oranges in the middle. There goes the cross, but Ashish cannot get a connection on it. The blue shirts will be eager to find out how much time they're going to get to remain competitive in this tournament. Gurtej Beer with the excellent chance he had. Krishna Pandit towards the right flank now. Another cross sent in. Gurtej too high for him, but it is kept in by Divij. 6 minutes of added time it will be. They're trying to pin Haryana down in their own half. Randeep exchanging passes. Krishna tries to get the nutmeg. It doesn't come for him. Played down the line. Asking too much of Veer though. Well, if they do concede now, Haryana will only have themselves to blame because they have had many chances. Ankit had them, Hitesh Kadian had them, and even the substitutes, Ashish and Veer, were close to scoring. When you have so many big chances and fail to close the game out, you will regret it if the game smacks you in the face. Which Chandigarh could yet do. There are 5 minutes. They are highly unlikely to score 2 goals. So can they go ahead and spoil the party for Haryana and drag them home by scoring an equalizer? Because let me remind you, a draw today would mean the end of the road for both these sides. And eliminated E in braces will be added to their names in the points table if it is a draw. So Chandigarh have pride to play for in the final 4 minutes. Can they dent Haryana's chances? Randeep's delivery chips it towards the middle. Haryana's defense stands tall once again. Sachin leading the press. Here is Rohit switching directions, asking Randeep to come to his aid. Divij releasing Gurtej Beer. The cross into the middle. Goes towards the byline with very little support. Look at the number of orange shirts. 4 there hounding on one player. And they win possession at the corner flag. Well, I'm not sure who is playing for a win here. Because Haryana are showing all the intensity with their press, even down at 1-0 towards that corner flag. A bit more of it is needed from Chandigarh, and it looks like they do not have it. Going long, it will go back to Manveer. And Chandigarh's first win in over 2 years will take some more time because they have lost all 4 games in the qualifiers last time, and this time, as it stands, they are facing certain defeat once more. There is the header and the finish once more, the deflection. Divij thought he was in there after Krishna's strike was coming his way. The defender switched off. Couple of defenders there switching off completely, and Divij just heading it across instead of putting it on target. He knows it himself. Final 2 minutes of added time as well. Well, for that matter, even Haryana were without a victory in the previous season's qualifying campaign. 1 draw and 4 losses to their name. 4 losses out of 4 for Chandigarh in the previous campaign as well. In the 22-23 season, both these sides were in the same group, finishing third and fourth respectively. Haryana finished third and Chandigarh finished fourth. Chandigarh with a single win to their name, and Haryana had 3 wins then. It will be first victory in over 2 years for Haryana at Santosh Trophy, and Chandigarh's hunt will have to go a bit longer. They will be up against Uttarakhand. They will be looking to get some pride at least by picking up a first victory in 2 years. A chance for Haryana to put some gloss on the scoreline. Can they finish it off in the final minute of injury time with a high? Satvik receiving treatment on the sidelines. It looks like his race is run. With a minute to play for, there is nothing he could do more. And the delivery, skipper goes higher. Chandigarh looking to counter. Can they hit clinically? Krishna gets dispossessed. Well, that will be it, perhaps, as Haryana keep hold of the ball in opposition's territory, right where they want to be. A box entry in the 96th minute, only for it to be snatched away. One final chance, perhaps, for Chandigarh. Play towards Gurtejbir. He gets the better of the defender. An excellent slide tackle, but it won't be enough to stop him. Here is the skipper Randeep. Divij runs onto it. Sends the cross. The defensive header. It is going to be a corner. Well, drama. Beyond the 6 minutes of injury time added. Final substitution of the day. Krishna Pandit withdrawn for Karan. Too little, too late, perhaps. Or does he have something in store for us? Can he score with his first touch potentially? Will be a hero if he rescues a point for Chandigarh. Remember, a late equalizer here will mean the end of the road for Haryana. So can Chandigarh spoil the party? Randeep, for one last time, sends the in-swinger towards the goal. Himanshu punts it away. Just enough for his defense to clear. And that must be it. Referee does blow the full-time whistle. And Sachin strike early, midway through the first half, will be enough to take Haryana to their first victory in a couple of years at the Santosh Trophy and keeps them alive and kicking in this tournament. An excellent right-footed finish, curling away from the goalkeeper towards the left-hand corner from the left-hand side of the goal. Gives them all 3 points and keeps them in the hunt for the final spot. Yes, it is an almighty uphill task against Delhi in the final game that is on Saturday, but they will try, wouldn't they? Meanwhile, for Chandigarh, that strike is enough to condemn them to another group stage exit. They have been in slump in the recent past, and it is only going to get harder for them. They only have themselves to blame. Their forwards having multiple chances. Krishna Pandit, Sunny Dahiya, all coming close to scoring, but not enough to beat that man. Number 21, Himanshu in goal for Haryana. He has been excellent. So many saves and claims. Could even have a shout for a man of the match contender. But for now, the score line will read Haryana 1, Chandigarh nil, as Haryana live to fight another day on the final match day to emerge as the winners in the group. They need more than this. Chandigarh expectedly taking bulk of the possession in the second half, chasing the game. 14 shots for them, 6 on target, forcing 5 saves from the Haryana keeper. It did get hasty here and there, couple of yellows for Haryana, 1 for Chandigarh. But Haryana will be happy They have had 5 shots in the second half, only one on target, but they did all the damage they could in the first half. A good finish from Sachin, giving them all 3 points and taking them home for the day. The first victory in 2 years. Can they have a miracle for us on the final match day as they stand against Delhi? The final spot in the finals up for the grabs will only be revealed on Saturday as teams take to the field on match day 3 in Group B. Do not go anywhere. We will have all the live action coming your way. But right now in Amritsar, it finishes Haryana 1, Chandigarh nil.